Hello, this is Russ McLean here from Unique Property Bulletin. Apologies for the slur in speech. I'm working on that to improve it. You might need to put subtitles on for this. I shall try and speak in received pronunciation to help. This is Brechin Castle. It's 20 minutes along the road from where I live. I've known it for a long time. I didn't know it was for sale. On the Isle of Wight, one of our readers was kind enough to send the details up, and then one of our 11 Bulletin volunteers, and also a syndicate member, probably more important, but one of our Unique Property Bulletin volunteers sent the details across, and I had to come across and see it, and it's still as magnificent as it ever was. And there's some beautiful trees here, hundreds of years old. It took a bit of finding this time round to find the castle. There's very large grounds and very mature trees. However, I shall get to the point. This is the front page of the Unique Property Bulletin. If you Google the three words Unique Property Bulletin, you should find the front page. We've got three. We've got the main one, and there's a backup and a backup to that in case every now and then the site goes down for a couple of hours a year. So it's probably quite important to our shareholders. We've got we had 585. We've now got 111, and the majority are high net worths, and that's how we can do. Well, we can look at properties like this one. Sorry, I'm just sighing because I don't know how much mileage I've got left in me. But this is a particularly beautiful place. It's just so peaceful and quiet here. And it's a change from our lighthouses. For many years, going back till 1999, we have bought lighthouse stations. And if you split the title, there's enough money to pay. Well, the Norse Head was the one of the most recent, and we bought that on the 23rd of May 2017 for 200,000. And within 3 months, we spent 183,000 on Grade A listed buildings. This, I don't know what the condition of the building is, but what did catch my eye, and the reason I came over quite speedily was, it's not a lighthouse. We've project managed, bought, project managed 6 lighthouse stations, and not everybody is as an adherent as I am to lighthouse buildings. So it's about time we looked at something else. And with this property, I think there are 5 other buildings on the estate. Now, in case anybody from Brechin Castle sees this and thinks, what on earth is that idiot on about, or that Amadan? We're a not-for-profit company. From Unique Property Bulletin, thanks to you guys, our ladies and gentlemen readers, we have registered 2 charities. This is another video. I'll stick to the point. I've been really, really lucky. I had a very good job as a police officer, and I was doing very well until I injured my back, and then it got worse. And there's another thing happening here with Unique Property Bulletin. My consultant neurologist asked me to do these videos precisely for this reason. Other people that have had strokes, there is life after that. Also, there's a doctor or neurosurgeon looking to see if I'm declining or improving. So I'm just going to try and remember what happened at the first back injury, which was G dash B Bravo Golf Papa Charlie. Crikey, that's from 1986. I think with brain, sorry, this is actually Unique Property Bulletin, not a medical hypochondriacs thing. Or the other thing we're doing is the consultant neurosurgeon, I was trying to get out of doing the videos, and she said no. There are 4 types of people that I see that have had a stroke. This is quite morbid, but she's got a very dark sense of humour. She said the ones that present to me are either dead, which is obviously horrendous, or in a coma, or depressed for most of the remaining days that they were having another stroke, or cheerful. And she then looked at me and she said, if you go, you're cheerful. I'm not always cheerful. But she said that it may help others. And if a doctor asks you to, the doctor that saved my life asked me to do something, it would be the height of bad manners not to, which is why these videos will be interspersed with a bit of medical. I'm was going to say, I don't have any medical qualifications. In the police, you're taught to, if somebody's pregnant, you sort of catch, and that's probably not politically correct anymore. It was only once it ever happened. But I've got a degree in hypochondria, if that helps. But no, the stroke was an interesting experience, and I'm really, really lucky. But if that can be trickled down to other people that have had an injury, then all good and well. My days of renovating or maintaining properties such as this is over. I can point and I can pay bills. I can liaise with the lawyers, the accountants, and the conveyancing solicitors, and that's and also this now at least 30 years of experience. We have 11 volunteers that help, and the main aim is to buy. Sorry, Unit Property Bulletin is to report and get. Actually, you know what, I'm going to start where I should have started. This video will appear in the second part of the page. We're doing YouTube for a reason, which is at the bottom. I spotted a YouTuber who got £2 million sitting in the bank, and my ears pricked up. I'm kind of Scottish, and wallets and piles of cash. You know, your radar goes in that direction. But what I'm going with, the top bit will have 3 properties. We list the property every couple of days, a unique property for you to have a look at, maybe for the imagination or it cause a bit of enthusiasm. More importantly, well, as there's no ranking importance, crucially, it is our aim to help you guys develop, like in your DNA. I mean, basically, you've got a former cop that's interested in property, and those two mixed together, you don't need to spend hours on Rightmove. You can squirrel. Well, actually, I should have spotted this 10, 20 minutes along the road. Shouldn't have had somebody of the Isle of Wight find something in the far north. But that's one of the benefits of the social media. I mean, we did start out with 300 readers of the paper version in 1987ish, and that went to 3,000 paper versions until we went online, which was then 30,000 a month. And stupid features here decided to go daily in September, and I have still struggled with this. Our IT wizards and friends say the numbers are true. We know they're true because the phone's melted. We're sitting at, I think it's 28,000 subscribers on social media. Our main platform is Facebook, but we will be sorting out Instagram. But 28,000. But what Facebook don't tell you is that's the people that press the subscribe button. You guys. But there's about 120 readers that don't. So the numbers that are coming back are like 2 and 3 million, which is, and when you get the top spots will change regularly with interesting unique properties for sale. We're not an estate agent, we just feature these regularly and change them about. This bit here is just, we're starting to learn how to work YouTube, and it's not as easy as you think. We'll probably have to rely on some of our newfound friends that, I mean, it's just turbocharged everything going to, it's between 1 and 3 million, depending on which metric you use. That's a lot of people, and a lot of good people. And we've got a body of work behind us. Our bookkeeper did this thing. She went through the deeds. I was quite shocked because I didn't think it was so many. But for an eccentric, obscure publication with it was a unique property club or syndicate on the side, it's been accidentally successful. There's 88 buildings over the 40-year period, 35-year period, renovated, and 232 jobs. That's one of the things that really cheers me up, because I was destined to be unemployed and without hope. And I said, this is to Strathclyde Police. No disrespect to the human resources, but the lady said that I'm no use as a cop anymore. And I was really enjoying that job. But the injury in the back and the back surgery, the decrepitude set in early. And then I had a good period, and then bang on the head with a 5,000-ton chip. So, but still here, every day counts. And I wouldn't have. Normally, it's lighthouses with me, but this we've just missed out on Balado, RAF Balado. We actually bought it effectively. The MOD needed it back, which was quite disturbing. I mean, the previous owner had served in national service in uniform for the army, and I've worn two uniforms. The police, the harbour master looks like a Nigerian general. I won't put that one on. It just looks too much gold. Anyway. The fact we both own uniforms, if there's a problem with the security of the nation, then you've got to do something like step back. And the alarming thing for me was that the government don't have time to build a data center with EMP protection. I've got to watch what I say here. Yeah, Official Secrets Act. Official Secrets Act is not what you think it is. Well, sorry, I don't know. It could be. We've got barristers and advocates, learned people looking at this. Um, a lot of ordinary people like me, we got surprised at how that works. But I don't want to put my foot in it and say things that would compromise security. All I do know is that we had to step back. Well, we didn't have to, but we did step back from buying Balado. Now we've got £1.5 million sitting, not burning a hole because it doesn't work that way, but we've got a lot of money sitting, and I know long enough not. Sometimes if you can do something, it doesn't mean you should. But this is a couple of things. One, these buildings need a lot of maintenance and upkeep, and two, the bit I'm coming on to, and I'll do in a second video because this is more than enough. This was an introduction video to let you know what's on the front page, which is the 3 properties at the top out of 300. If, by the way, you don't do Facebook, please, on one of the bars across the top of the page, you will see a contact thing. Just send a text or a WhatsApp message saying, I don't do Facebook, and we'll then put a separate page to do it on the internet so you don't have to log on to Facebook. We don't do that just yet, but we will if you need it. McLean concentrate. This introduction to the front page, it's the 3 at the top, will be regularly changed. This bit is unusual because we haven't done YouTube until now, and it's quite, apart from being a nice backdrop, it's this. I've just wandered as far as my old legs can carry me. Got a bit lost there in amongst the trees, but there are, I think, about 4 or 5 buildings, and that makes it entirely possible for us to buy. We don't do mortgages, and it would be a fantastic thing, apart from the fact it's not that far from where the grandkids are. Anyway, the lower part is, our mantra is to help you find, fund, and have fun. Let's find, sorry about this, find, fund, and have fun with unique properties. You can't prescribe fun. Everybody's got different ideas, but that once you've found it and bought it, hopefully with no mortgage or with minimal mortgage, then trust me, you will have fun. A lot of happiness comes of having no worries in that direction. If you have a downtime and you're skint, have beans and toast in the winter, but nobody's going to take your house off you. Right. I'm going to leave it until the second video, because I've discovered that you can only do 15 minutes when you're a beginner. So the top bit, 3 new properties regularly changed, and this bit will probably sit for a while. The next bit will be to do with funding and the why. The why of it, and it's quite important because people do ask, why do you do this, McLean? Or what there's 11 of us. My theory now, this is our goal, is that if we have even just 1 million people that look at this, and 1% do what we've done, which is the 232 jobs, that's what's 1% of a million is 100,000, 10,000, say half of that, 5,000 people create 10,000 for arithmetic, 232 jobs. That's 232,000 jobs just by watching this obscure video with this daft old geezer sitting there rabbiting on. Right, I'm coming up to about 14.5 minutes. I'm going to tail this off for now. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Please, if you can, I can't believe I'm saying this because I'm not too keen on Facebook, but it defied my worries. It's become a wonderful community where people ask questions and give constructive ideas, fantastic ideas, really good people that we've got in the interactive part. But if you don't do it, that's brilliant as well. But let me know, because then we'll put a separate facility on our website as opposed to social media. Right, guys, I'm going to have to go. Love you, leave you, bye for now.